EA Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this Christmas Day matchup. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Coming up next.
EA Sports and the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And a very Merry Christmas to you and yours on this special day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, Merry Christmas, man.
Merry Christmas to you, buddy. And I know both of us kind of feel the same way. If you're not going to be home with your family, celebrating with the ones you love, this is a pretty good second place. I think when you find out you're going to be not only calling or playing the only game in town, national holiday, everyone's home with their families watching you, in our case, listening to us, it's a pretty special honor, and I'm happy to be here alongside you, partner.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Steelers led out by their quarterback, Russell Wilson. Still strange to not see him in a Seattle uniform where he was for a decade, couple of years with the Broncos. And now Greg, the 9-time Pro Bowler, year 1 in Pittsburgh.
Let's not forget, Mike, not too long ago, Russell Wilson was not only the face and one of the top superstars of the NFL, he was a bona fide Hall of Fame quarterback. So the talent and the resume, it's still there. He puts together one of those vintage performances we've seen throughout the years. This team's going to be hard to beat.
On the ground, it's Jaylen Warren. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
When we met with these coaches during the week, Mike, they told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Now Russ. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
Here's the replacement for Cameron Johnston. Corliss Waitman on to punt. And how about that play on special teams? Perfectly done. It checks up right at the 1-yard line. The Chiefs come out with the face of the NFL, Patrick Mahomes, 2-time regular season MVP, 3-time Super Bowl MVP, just in his 8th year, best in the business at the helm for KC, Greg.
The coaches spend all week, Mike, drafting up their opening script. These are the plays that they feel the best with to not only attack the defense early, but try to get an idea of what sort of matchups they're going to see throughout the course of the game. Now, all of that is thrown out the window. None of the plays take into account snapping it this close to your own goal line. They've got to try to get themselves some breathing room, pick up a 1st down or 2. That will allow them to get back on track, executing the rest of that opening script.
Second and a yard. Catch made by Smith-Schuster. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. 3rd down coming up.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
Got a man. It's Kelsey. Complete. 17 yards on that connection. 1st down, KC.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Off the play fake, Mahomes. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
That's his 2nd catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. He'll get this down to the 44, but that's about it. Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Gray is the motion man here. Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. The Steelers offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Najee Harris. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 2. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll find his big target. Pat Fryermuth.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A run with Harris. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Drew Tranquil up to make the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll give it to Harris again. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Another run here with Harris. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Brian Cook up from his safety spot to make the tackle. Third and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete. Calvin Austin. Good work after the catch. They get 16 and a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
A give, and here comes Harris. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here's Harris. Harris, 1st down, he's not done. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Najee Harris, touchdown Pittsburgh.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, like it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and They come away with 6, so that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. He's got it. And the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. The Chiefs offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Into the hands of Juju. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
1st and 10 for Mahomes. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And a nice job. They pick it up. 1st down. The march continues. They're at the 41-yard line.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Play action here. Mahomes. He finds DeAndre Hopkins for the catch. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing now, Mahomes. A short throw taken in by Kelsey. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his...
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Steelers offense make their way out to take over once more. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Russ. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
Second and 7. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. They run it over center with Harris. And he'll get this close to a 1st down. Gets about 7, maybe a yard short of the 1st down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
What that play call tells me is that play caller made up his mind. We're on 3rd and inches. If we don't get it, we're going for it on 4th down. So he really treated that 3rd down like 2nd down. They worked the outside part of the field. Simple pitch and catch. It's a nice pickup.
That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And it'll be brought down right around the 40. Chris Jones, the All-Pro, there on the tackle. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion.
On 1st down, Wilson. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They'll run with Harris. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Second and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson. He puts it up, and it's caught. Mike Williams. Touchdown, Steelers. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Now return coming from the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to see what they can do. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Here's Mahomes. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
They'll run with Pacheco. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Larry Ogunjobi with the tackle for the defense. We are through one. 14-7 is our score. And we're back to the Steel City after this. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
3rd and 9. Patrick to throw. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. It's made by Smith-Schuster. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
On second down, Mahomes. Open man right side is Kelsey. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down. Here's third down and a few inches. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And he will have a Chiefs first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Second down and 3. Smith-Schuster, the man in motion. That's complete left side to Worthy. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Really nice play there by Xavier Worthy. And if I'm a defensive coordinator around the league and I'm thinking to myself, Mike, how do I stop this Chiefs offense? How do I stop Mahomes and Kelsey? Well, they just add a wide receiver that has the fastest 40-yard dash time in the history of the NFL Combine. I mean, the ability to take the top off, the ability to make those secondary players play that much deeper and open up everything else underneath. When he gets up and running and he really finds his groove in this league, this scary offense just got a little bit scarier. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Got a man, it's Kelsey. Complete.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. That is caught, and he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep.
To the goal line and in. Juju Smith-Schuster. Touchdown, Kansas City. Now Butker to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chiefs will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Patterson now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. Set to go now on 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Wilson. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Wilson lines up in the pistol. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get that to Najee Harris. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential. Your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Here come the Chiefs and last year's Super Bowl MVP, Patrick Mahomes, for their next drive. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Down the field, he's got Kelsey. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession's going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. They were not fooled on defense. Saw the screen from the start. It'll be a loss of yardage on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Right back to the air from Mahomes. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. A gain there of 15. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, You can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
A short one caught by Kelsey. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
On second down, Pacheco. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Third and short. Here's Patrick. That is hauled in at the 5. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Chiefs. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Steelers offense and their running back set to go once more. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14, and they'll begin 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Russ. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Jaylen Warren is a guy that I really like. And when you look back to last year, he wasn't really a starter even for much of the season. They used him primarily in the passing game where he finished with 61 catches, top 5 in the NFL for all running backs.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, He's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route, but this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
A run. Here's Harris. And he's going to have the first down. Mark him at the 45 and move the chains. Give up the middle to Harris. Just pushing defenders out of the way as he surges forward for a gain of about 5. A run up the middle with Warren. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's complete left side to Pickens.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
From the shotgun, Wilson. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. 3rd and 2. Now Wilson taking off. He'll try to get there. He will have a Steelers first down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2.
3rd and short. You think this ball's expected to come out quick, but when all the receivers were taken away, he decides to make a break for it. He doesn't get a whole lot, but what he gets is just enough to move the chains.
On first down, Wilson. This one grabbed by Austin. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Second down and 8. Now Russ. He'll go right back to Freiermuth. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Throwing again, Wilson. Oh, he coughs up the football. I believe one of the Steelers was in there and brought it in. He did. So it stays with Pittsburgh. Now on 4th down, the veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers. This will be a 46-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will cut the lead down to 4.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. First and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. First down throw, Mahomes. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A first down throw for Mahomes. To the right side, hauled in by Kelsey. How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good gains, 19 for this one.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This from 45 yards away. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On first and 10, it's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports Studios and our halftime report. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes coming out for their next drive. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes on first down. He'll get this complete. That's the tight end, Noah Gray. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down in bounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. That's going to be caught by Gray. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal now. Tackle made at the 9.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
They put Kelsey in motion. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, KC. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Patterson now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
He's got his man. It's Pickens. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. On the ground, this is Harris. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. We'll try to run for it with Harris. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. And as we look back at some of the highlights of this one, Greg, definitely a lot to show from the passing game.
Yeah, and as good as the offense feels about their passing game, I think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got a lot of learning to do because you just get burned time and time again. You'd think at some point you'd make an adjustment and make a correction. So at this point, they've given up 4 touchdown passes. You're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL giving up that production in one phase of the game.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. This caught right side by Worthy. Now he's loose at the 40. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 91 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. A huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a first down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
And Butker on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. On the handoff, it's Harris. And that'll be a short gain up to the 27-yard line. They'll give it to Harris again. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. Another run here with Harris. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
Steelers getting ready to punt this one away, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Returnable from the 17. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3. On second down, Mahomes. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. The left side into the hands of Hopkins. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Really nice throw downfield on that conversion. Brings up a new set of downs. And defensively, Mike, this feels like desperation mode. If you allow them to finish this drive with a touchdown, this game feels all but over.
Here's 1st and 10. Smith-Schuster, the man in motion. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Play action here. Mahomes, a throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey.
And it's hard to criticize the performance of this quarterback in this one, Mike. I mean, he's been sensational. He got a little careless on that last throw. Really the first time the defense has won any of the battles against this quarterback.
The home team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Here's Harris. Whoa! And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll let this go for Pickens. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off. And now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on 1 or 2 of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. As he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Mahomes. Out quickly here to Worthy. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big gain.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Right back to the air for Mahomes. Catch made by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
A give here to Pacheco. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
1st down throw, Mahomes. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Mahomes. Into the hands of Juju. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Here's Mahomes. That's dropped off for Pacheco. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hand.
And he'll take it on in. Juju Smith-Schuster. Touchdown, Kansas City. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. Here's Butker now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chiefs tack on one more to their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Shotgun snap, and they give it to Harris. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Drew Tranquil up to make the tackle. From the shotgun, Wilson. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. On the give, it's Harris. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Day. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Wilson lines up in the pistol. That's caught right side. It's Freiermuth. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Russ. That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Third and long. Now it's Harris. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And he'll be taken down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Now Wilson. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Mike Williams. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Second and a yard. Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. His throw left side is complete, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. And that's going to do it. With that last throw, he surpasses Norm Van Brocklin, most passing yards ever in a game. Van Brocklin at 554 over 70 years ago, 1951. Help from the O-line, help from the receivers, an incredible performance, an NFL record set here. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. He is met and dropped. Good defense, loss of a couple on that play.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped, this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. From the gun, here's Pacheco. And this defense holds its ground. They stop him for no gain. And 4th down's coming up.
Well, maybe he's counting a little bit, Mike, on this defense being in pass mode, and maybe you can catch him off guard with the run call. In this case, the defense was ready for all of it. They hold them to no gain. They're going to have to bring out the punt team.
And the Chiefs will punt the ball away. And he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That's pulled in. Najee Harris. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
On first down, Wilson. There's that man again, another catch. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Again, Wilson. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Mike Williams, the one he was looking for. Now it's going to be third down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And he finds his tight end Freiermuth. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
A run with Harris. He'll take it into the red zone. It's at the 19. They're going to run out of the gun, and here's Harris. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up third down. Now Russ. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Chiefs offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. Set to go now on 1st and 10. on the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. On the handoff, this is Pacheco. On comes the Chiefs punter. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. He keeps it himself. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Quick throw on target to Pickens. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot. Back to throw, Wilson. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now Wilson on first down. That one incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
To throw again is Wilson. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he is going to be out of bounds. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal.
Wilson will throw again. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Mike Williams. Touchdown, Steelers. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Boswell now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Steelers are able to edge a bit closer. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the carry, it's Pacheco. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 2nd and 7. A handoff to Pacheco. And they'll take this down inside the 35. So right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. A run up the middle with Pacheco. Just a short pickup down inside the 30. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They put Kelsey in motion. They'll drop to throw. under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Up until this point, this pass rush has been pretty non-existent, so a pretty good time in the game to get their first sack. They're trying to get off the field and give the ball back to their offense and see if they can pull off this comeback.
On fourth down, Harrison Butker on for the Kansas City field goal. This one from 54 yards out. And that is no good. He missed it. And this will stay a two-possession game. So a big mistake there. Roughing call on the field goal try. It gives them an automatic first down. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.